tension heats up, US and China put large-scale military in the South China Sea. Day by day, relations between the United States and China in the South China Sea are heating up. Because China is so aggressive, it cannot be separated from the increasing frequency of US and Chinese military presence in the region, which is increasingly tense. In the past 4 months in 2020, the U.S. Navy operates at least 4 times in the South China Sea, especially in areas where disputes occur between China and a number of countries such as the Philippines, Vietnam and Malaysia. Satellite images also captured images of planes belonging to the Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force landing on one of the islands made in the Bamboo Curtain State in the South China Sea. China is also rumored to make a military base in the region. The statement of Chinese President Xi Jinping at the National People's Congress in Beijing asking the military to prepare for war early in the week is also another signal. He asked the military to prepare for confrontation. Although the US-China armed conflict is very small in calculation, we see their military assets operating regularly and high in the same maritime region, said Colin Ko Sui, a researcher from Singapore. The interaction of the assets of the two competing parties can create opportunities, intentionally or unintentionally, that have the potential to burn and increase escalation. This is a risk that cannot be controlled, he continued. Earlier, on Thursday, 8 Chinese navies and the U.S. Navy were involved in tensions in the South China Sea. Li Huamin confirmed his military, driving out U.S. ships from entering the Paracel Islands. The PLA Army organized naval and air forces to follow the destroyer equipped with U.S. missiles, USS Mustin, who illegally entered Chinese territorial waters off the Chisha Islands on Thursday without permission from the Chinese government, Senior Colonel Li Huamin said in his meeting with President Xi Jinping. The Southern Theater Command PLA forces followed and monitored the route, identified the ship, warned and drove it away, Huamin continued. Furthermore, Li said the provocative U.S. actions were the sovereignty and interests of China's security and related international laws and norms. It also seriously disturbed peace and stability in the South China Sea region. The U.S. has clarified the matter of USS Mustin's operations in the disputed region. Lieutenant Anthony Junko, spokesman for the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet, said the purpose of U.S. ship operations in the South China Sea was to uphold the right of navigation and freedom in the region. On May 28, local time, USS Mustin asserted the right of navigation and freedom in the Paracels Islands, consistent with international law, in a Pacific Fleet statement. By carrying out this operation, the United States demonstrated that these waters are outside the area that China can legally claim as its territorial sea. Paracel is a disputed island of China, Vietnam and Taiwan. There is an overlap between China and a number of ASEAN countries with the South China Sea region, including with Malaysia and Japan.